Hi, welcome. In this video, I will show you how to install CloudFrames vRun as a virtual machine on an ESX server. Remember, for that ESX server, you only need an Essentials kit as license. Okay, let's get started. I've opened the vSphere client of that VMware ESX node, and first we will create the necessary networks. So we go to configuration, and you already have a network because that's the public IP of your ESX node. So we click properties, we select the VM network, we click edit, and we give it the name CloudFrames public, and for the VLAN IDs we select all, we click OK and close to save. That's the first network. Now we will create a second network for the storage. Connection type virtual machine. We click next. We select the second NIC, so VM NIC 1. We click next. And we give it a name CloudFrames storage. And we click next and finish. And that's it for the networking. Next thing we need to do is we need to upload the ISO file and also the deploy script to the data store. So we go to storage, we select our data store, we right click it, browse data store, and we upload the two files. That's the first one we'll upload, and we also upload the ISO file. This can of course take a while because it's a big file. So, as you can see, the ISO file is now uploaded to the data store. Let's open an SSA connection and we browse to the data store. And as you can see, both files are there. So, let's first make the install script executable. And now we can run the install script and deploy our virtual machine. The virtual machine is now created, and we select our virtual machine and we open a console. Okay, so the first thing we need to do to install our operating system is to boot from CD-ROM. So we go to the boot section of our BIOS of the virtual machine. We select the CD-ROM, save and exit. Yes. And now the virtual machine boots from CD-ROM. We can start by accepting the license agreement, and now we can start with the actual installation. The first thing it does is it cleans up the disks which are not used by the ESX host. Just keep that in mind if you're installing it for a test. Okay, operating system is now installed. Only thing we need to do is shut down and reboot our virtual machine. Just make sure that it doesn't boot from the CD-ROM again. We go right-clicking, edit settings of the virtual machine. We select the CD-ROM and we make sure that it's not connected at power on. And we power on the virtual machine. Let's open console again so we can see that it actually boots from its local disks. And the graphical user interface automatically resumes. It now does the last part of the software installation, and the last step will be a verification to see if everything is installed correctly. So as you can see, the health check is passed. So that's basically how easy it is to install CloudFrames vRun on top of ESX.